shop.
Well, with Halloween just 1 week from today, we are talking about the crazy ways people change their appearance to get in the spirit of the season.
And there are some things you just don't want to go anywhere near, or you'll put your health in jeopardy. Dr. Andy Negrin is here with some warnings. We got a couple of do's and a lot of don'ts.
A lot of don'ts. A lot of don'ts. Or, you know, not absolute no-nos, but use with caution, depending on how old you are, like with your kids. We've got a lot of things that are being kicked up a notch when it comes to Halloween costumes. Kids are expected to really go with all these accessories and tons of makeup.
Yeah.
And we have this makeup that comes out that isn't like makeup you and I buy, right? To wear every day. These things are not tested. They're not tested by ophthalmologists, dermatologists. They kind of pop up once a year and then they disappear and you don't see them for another year. So where they're saying on most of these packages, you'll even find it says, don't use around eyes, don't get anywhere near eyes. But then look at this here. I mean, they're really touting it to use around your eyes. And the kids are going to be using it too.
So what are the things you see coming into the office? What are some of the reactions?
Not even just in the office, but I'll be called, you know, no ophthalmologist wants to cover the ER around Halloween time because you're getting called in. Either the stuff gets into kids' eyes and whatever the parents are using to try to remove it is scratching the cornea, causing infections.
So real emergencies that you're getting.
Real emergencies, or just like breaking out in an allergic reaction, which is going to ruin your Halloween night if you don't test it out beforehand.
Now, especially you've been talking about those contact lenses.
So this one is an absolute no-no. So this is actually, they have so many, they're really neat, right? I mean, you can put these on contact lenses. This is a cat eye example. They have zombie ones. They have the ones that look like your eyes are bleeding. They're illegal to use if you have not been fitted by an ophthalmologist or an optometrist.
Seriously.
So the product itself is considered FDA approved, but it's illegal to purchase them without a prescription from an eye doctor. Yet I was able to find this in a Halloween pop-up store, and they're all over the internet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So what can happen with these? I mean, I've been called in where kids get them stuck in the eyes. They can't take them out. You can get corneal ulcers, and we've got some really gross pictures. I mean, you may not even want to look at them. It is not fun. So look, it's a really cool look, and when kids see that out there, they want that. They want to step up their costume a notch. But again, unless you've been fitted for your corneas by an eye doctor, they're totally illegal. So the FDA in this video is kind of trying to explain, yes, we've approved these products, but you need to see an eye care professional if you're really going to use them.
And in fact, there's a lot of damage. The FDA is also showing that there's damage from these, and they're not to be considered cosmetics.
No, no, absolutely not. I mean, whether they're right. So here you have some examples of not fun, very painful infections, corneal edema, swelling in your cornea that can lead to scarring. And actually, as opposed to all this other stuff we're talking about, use with caution, this can lead to blindness. So not worth it.
I know.
We
want the same look on our face. So you have some really where not to buy any of this kind of stuff. You should not be buying contacts. It seems kind of self-explanatory, but don't get it from a street vendor.
Don't get it from a street vendor. Don't get it from these pop-up Halloween boutiques, right, that you see once a year. They come up around early October, and then they're gone the day after Halloween. So you don't want to get them from those. You really don't want to get them unless you have an eye doctor prescribe them for you, and then you go find them, and the place that you're purchasing them from is asking for your prescription. Otherwise, it's shady. You don't want to go there.
So what is good here? You've got a couple of examples.
Well, look, I mean, it's not the same thing, but this is safe. You know, for my 10-year-old, if he wants to go out there and say, I'm a zombie, we're going to go with those. We're not going to go with zombie contact lenses.
Right. These are also things you can take off.
eyeglasses.
You can take them off without hurting yourself, right?
All right, and then you have something else. This is an eye tattoo. That looks pretty cool.
So I like these, rather than doing makeup around the eye and using this makeup that, you know, you don't know what's in it, you don't know what kind of chemicals and reaction they're going to cause. These are just tattoo stickers that you put right above the eye lid, and when you close your eye, you get that cool look like you are a zombie or a cat
just close your eye to look at it.
Exactly, exactly. So we don't really have to have our kids use all of this stuff all the time. It's not worth it for one night, right? It's just not worth it.
No, it's not.
Whatever happened to just going into, you know, the store and getting a cool costume and going trick-or-treating?
I mean,
why do we need hours of makeup?
For instance, the false eyelashes are a big thing. You and I were talking about this. To be an angel, to be this. There's all these different beautiful false eyelashes.
Yes.
You say no way for kids.
So, no way for kids. No. I mean, look. So here you have really cool. Look, they look great, right? And for you and I, who may have a little experience putting on false eyelashes, knowing what kind of adhesive glue works for us, that's one thing. But what they're selling in these stores geared towards children, basically, is made of material that can really cause problems with them. These glues that, for example, right here, that is not going to be good on a 9-year-old trying to put the glue on their lids, put the eyelashes on, and then walk around with them. They're going to scratch their corneas. These materials from these really cool-looking eyelashes, I'm telling you, I've seen them. They get into kids' eyes. Then the parent has to sit there at the end of the night. Right.
Yeah. So here, moms right now whose children are arguing, this is going to be on betterct.com. Just go show them the video. Dr. Annie Negrin is saying no way to false eyelashes, no way to contacts.
No. And absolutely no way for contacts for anybody, please. No,
right.
no.
Dr. Negrin has all kinds of great health advice on a range of medical topics on our website. Head to AnnieNegrinMD.com.